I'm left wondering too many late nights. The reason for my being and the purpose of my life is like searching for a light, but I can't find it. So I walk alone in the dark like I'm blinded.
That's all they gotta download the mixtape to get the rest.
Everybody, it's your boy Ryan Collier, aka Backpack. Here with Refuse Ordinary. They can tell you who they are. Starting with.
Wetton Waters, repping Hartford, Ohio, Pennsylvania, all over, East Coast, Midwest.
Brandon Sarton, CEO of Refuse Ordinary, Macon, Georgia. Scotty Bugatti, repping South Carolina and Maryland, Refuse Ordinary VP. Let's go.
So you got the names and you got the faces. Let's ask some questions. First off, of course, I want to know where you guys got the idea for Refuse Ordinary and what this actually means to you guys.
Well, I got the deal. It's a funny story. Me and Whitney and Kamar were in the dorm room, and we're listening to some music. And everybody was just talking about the thing, the endeavors they had in the future. Whitney was talking about his music. Kamar was talking about his clothing line. I really didn't have anything I could, call my own and say I was working on. So I went home and I was laying in my bed. The idea just came to me, and actually the name Refuse Ordinary was in my Twitter bio before I even knew I was going to use the name. So I just got it from my Twitter bio, Refuse Ordinary. And the meaning of it is we're refusing ordinary in our music and film. Not only that, but I want it to be a movement, a culture, a lifestyle, telling people, you don't have to try to fit in and do what everybody else is doing. Be you, be yourself.
Definitely. And it was just, he hit me up like 4 o'clock in the morning one night. It was like, hey man, I got this idea. It's going to help us both with the music and everything that we want to do. And I was excited when I heard about it. I ran with it, never looked back. He was ordinary.
And they put me on, so I just was like, what's up? Yeah, Wynn told me Stacy was willing to help, and then he had a lot of experience, so it's been.
I move this pen and write down everything I see. I done seen the best of both worlds and I'm only 18. Witnessed a lot of people acting up with just no sense. I'm trusting in my common sense to balance out the nonsense.
What makes Refuse Ordinary different than in other independent producing companies?
Well, Refuse Ordinary starters, we're going to cater to the artists and let them be them, We're not going to try to change their persona, what they wear, the kind of music that they make. We're going to embrace the honesty they have in music instead of trying to make music that people will feed into, music that you can play at the club, music you can hear on the radio. We're going to play music that we like, that the artist likes, and that they tell a story, it's honesty, stuff they've been through, and at the end of the day, I think people appreciate that. It's definitely something with a message, something that before you come to the song, you might be feeling empty, then after you leave, then you feel like you really fill the void. So there's no other Refuse Ordinary, so we're the only one, so that's what makes us definitely different.
One word, honesty. Wake up in the morning, fiends digging through my trash can. Take a second look, nah, that don't be the trash man. That just be them crackheads, the ones with the nervous itch. Walking down the avenue, they looking for the quickest fix.
How did Refuse Ordinary and the Wynn project come out?
I answer that one. I guess it was like I said, like Brandon said, it was just one night we was in the room listening to some music, and I just played my music, and I was like, it's my time, it's like, I feel like it's my time to start working on this and really do this music. And we all separated that night about 4 o'clock. I wanted to go study in Douglas, and Brandon went home, and then he hit me up with the idea about 5 o'clock in the morning. Was like, I got this idea, it's gonna benefit both of us. And the next day at Crown Forum, he ran it by me, and I was like, man, I'm in it, you in it, let's go. We ran with it, and ever since then I've been repping Refuse Ordinary, and now we got the mixtape coming out in about 2 weeks, and just released the first single, so everything's going well. And it gave me a chance to embrace what I embrace in music, which is, strive to be different, give them honesty. The niggas that be my age, they the ones who selling it. They be out there on the block for dollars and the hell of it. They be out there on the block cause teacher never gave a shit, but I gave a care about myself, so now I'm making it.
So, just wondering, what type of artist are you and what is your style?
I don't try to be in a box, I don't want to say I'm just hip-hop artist, I'm a alternative hip-hop artist, a socially conscious artist. I'm just an artist, I'm a songwriter, and all I can do is give you the real me and give you honesty and my goal is to make quality, honest music that can be timeless and be played 20 years from now. People still be going through the same things I went through, or saying I still relate to do 20 years from now. And I think I do that because I listen to so much timeless music. I listen to the Temptations, I listen to the Jackson 5, I listen to a lot of 90s hip-hop, I listen to a lot of artists that might not be mainstream yet because of the message they're preaching, and I feel that helps me become a better artist. So I draw a lot of influences from a lot of artists that people won't hear about, and people might never hear about. And, you know, if that happens with me, I probably won't be mad at it because I'm just going to stay true to this music and stay honest with it. I just seen the top of the class become some popular ass, and now she push around the baby stroller because she asking for cash. Man, we living too fast. I sit back and think we living too fast.
So when can we expect your first stuff to release? Your first mixtape?
Mixtape dropping digitally on DatPiff through SoundCloud, the Tumblr page, refuseordinary.tumblr.com, February 14th, Valentine's Day, and the title is To Music With Love, Winton Borders, and basically it's just me giving my all to music. You know, it's, a lot of times if you listen to the songs you'll hear, it's almost like me talking to music, like me and my gift to music. So that's where I was at with this album, was just telling people how I'm in love with this thing and how I'm giving back to it because it's gave me so much through the years. And we just released the first single last night, Lost Love Leia. It tells a great story. It's a different sound you really enjoy. We just released it last night through the YouTube page and the SoundCloud page, and people just been loving it. The reception has been crazy. The feedback has been great, and we excited, man. It's like the ball rolling down the hill now. We can't stop the momentum, so trying to keep that up and lead into February 14th, To Music With Love. I done been up in some spots where I know I should have never been. Lost a lot of people that I used to call my good friends, not because they lost their life, just because they lost the sight of what we really living for.
So I've been wondering, because after hearing your music, I can see that you have your own personal sound, and I'm wondering where you get your inspiration from.
Oh boy, as Brandon and Stacy knows me well enough now to know, like, everything I write about is completely honest. You know, everything is true. I mean, there's a lot of inspiration. I go to Morehouse, so there's a lot of inspiration from girls at Spelman. There's a lot of inspiration from girls at Clark Atlanta, because, you know, I don't discriminate. There's a lot of inspiration from girls that go to Georgia State, you know what I'm saying? So everything I write about is entirely true. A lot of it's about me being from Hartford and my neighborhood and growing up through the years. So everything that I write about is true, and just know that anything you hear me say, I went through it or I seen it. So I swear they keep me lyrical, swear they keep me praying more, swear I base my lyrics off of everything I see. I done seen it all. I'm only 18, man, I'm only 18.
So, just wondering, what does Refuse Ordinary plan to do in the future?
All I can say is we plan to be an empire. You know, we're taking this music entertainment level to the next level, or music entertainment game to the next level. I mean, you can see where Diddy and Russell Simmons and all them took it in the 80s and the 90s. We try to take it somewhere in the 2000s. We some young cats in the game, so we just trying to do our thing. We going against the grain and just doing us. That's basically what it is. Refuse Ordinary is just us being us, not trying to be superficial, materialistic. We're just being who we are. And who we are stars, so we destined to be great. And that's all. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Amen.
And we definitely plan to expand more artists, people who are interested in film. We have people right now Win right now is actually working on a short film. You know, we actors and actresses. We're expanding to all branches, all different types of fields. We're going to take over the entertainment business at AUC, starting right here. Then we're going to venture out to Atlanta and so on and so forth until Refuse Ordinary is a national name, global name.
So y'all heard it here first. Refuse Ordinary, To Music With Love releases February 14th. Make sure you download that mixtape. You'll find a link in the description as soon as it comes up. That's all I got.
Wait. Can we get your Twitter?
Oh yeah, everyone give a little shout out right quick.
Follow me on Twitter at IamWinton, WYNTON, I am Winton.
Follow me at BSartin, B_SARTIN.
Follow me at I is in the letter I, Scotty Bugatti, SCOTTYBUGATTI.
And
Yes, I have.
it's the first one to get the other dude on the back. Don't ask me why I know this, because I watched it.
It sounds actually pretty tough.
It is actually really awesome and really
tough, but it still is really gay. Because you got your hands on another dude's pants while he's wearing no underwear.
You know, that is kind of gay, but I'm willing to try it. Does that make me gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.